13,000 feet deep. It's a very remote area in the North Atlantic, and they are in touch, coordinating very closely with their Canadian counterparts. They're also, which is interesting, they're relying on commercial operators because commercial operators, private-owned vessels, they're in the area as well, even one so much so coordinating with the Coast Guard there. And so we're going to be following this story throughout the course of the day here. We're now
Happy Monday to you. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remeisha Shade with another update on our excessive heat warning. This dangerous heat wave just continues to churn and bring us temperatures close to triple digits and heat index values above 110 at times for parts of the area during the afternoon. So of course this is still a very dangerous situation. We've still got this excessive heat warning that continues all the way through 8 p.m. Tuesday. It covers almost the entire Southeast Texas area down around Matagorda, Palacios. You're not included in the excessive heat warning. You're included in the heat advisory, which is not quite as severe, but still pretty dangerous. So we're talking about heat index values around 110, 111, 112, 113, even as high as 115. Of course, that's the feels like temp when you combine that high humidity, that sticky, steamy air that we've been dealing with the actual air temperature. So notice that Houston included in this excessive heat warning, Woodlands, Huntsville, Galveston, Angleton, just about everyone. So we're going to have to deal with it for at least one more day. And my feeling is that it will likely get extended for some areas into parts of Wednesday as well. So we'll have to wait and see what the National Weather Service does. But for now, for sure, it's in place through 8 p.m. Tuesday. Also, here's the heat advisory that I just mentioned to you down around Palacios, Port Lavaca, Seadrift. It continues to include portions of Brazoria, Jackson, Matagorda counties, mainly the coastal portions. So we're not expecting the temperatures and the humidity to be quite as high, but it's still going to be in heat advisory criteria, but not quite hot enough to be in an excessive heat warning category. So we do still have that heat advisory through Tuesday evening for the Palacios area, and you'll likely get a heat advisory extended for parts of Wednesday as well. So let's talk about what we're dealing with out there right now. We're talking about feels like temps or heat index values right at 111 out at Houston Hobby Airport, 108 that feels like temp out at Bush Airport. It feels like it's 115 right now in Sugar Land. So of course that's going to be difficult for the body to deal with as you spend time outside. It's just not a safe situation to be in, especially if you're trying to work outside, work out. Just not a good idea to be out there really between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. You want to try to avoid your workouts at that point. If you have some yard work to knock out, that jog, that walk, you want to do it early in the morning or try to do it after 6 p.m. in the evening. It's not really going to get much better as we go into tomorrow. These are the forecast heat index values for your Tuesday, and we're still very close to 110 and even higher for some spots for that heat index for the Houston area. Even higher heat index values for portions of Central and South Texas, Del Rio. That feels like temp for tomorrow, 116. So if you're traveling west or southwest of Houston, believe me, it's not going to get any better. Even if you're heading up north towards Dallas, the heat advisories and excessive heat warnings will still hit you right in the face. So we've got millions impacted by these heat alerts all across the state, stretching from Houston up to Dallas. Currently excessive heat warnings. That's widespread heat index values up to around 115. That's what we're dealing with out there right now, and this will continue to be the case as we go through the next 24 hours at least. As far as changes for the rest of the week, it looks like that big heat dome or area of high pressure may try to break down just enough to spread a few showers or maybe a stray thunderstorm our way. But for now, we are stuck in the heat, and I'm not expecting any rain or storms for the rest of today. Of course, you can head to fox26houston.com. We've got tons of information, critical, important information for you to check out on heat safety, heat illness such as heat stroke, heat exhaustion, very serious conditions that can develop when you overexert yourself out in that heat and these types of temperatures, this type of humidity. So you can find more about that. We've got a list of the cooling centers on there, or you can dial 311 to find out more information about that. Of course, you can find pet and hot car safety on our webpage, and also more info on the energy grid demands. We're hoping everything goes okay with that as we get through this dangerous heat wave and that we don't lose any electricity, because of course we need that AC. All right, as far as heat illness is concerned, we've got heat exhaustion, which is fairly severe, but heat stroke is considered an emergency. So here are some of the symptoms that you would start to experience if you're out in that hot, humid air and you start to feel faint or dizzy, excessive sweating, cool, pale, clammy skin. Those are all signs of heat exhaustion. You could also feel a little nausea, a little vomiting. Those are signs of heat exhaustion. If you're feeling that way, you want to try to do what you can to get into a cool building with AC as quickly as possible. Try to hydrate, drink that water, and just take it easy. Now, if you start feeling a throbbing headache, no sweating, red, hot, dry skin, rapid, strong pulse, you may be experiencing symptoms of heat stroke. Also, you may lose consciousness. That just lets you know how serious heat stroke is. Now, this is considered an emergency, and this is when you would want to call 911 if you are still conscious, because those are some serious symptoms. So you don't want either one of those. So just do what you can to stay inside with that air conditioning. Stay safe. If you don't have AC in your home, try to get to one of the cooling centers. There's a tiny bit of relief in sight, but it's not going to be much. I want to show you the extended temperature trend. We've got at least a few more days of triple digits likely on the way for Tuesday and for Wednesday. However, look at the slight little drop in temperatures. It's not much. It's still above average for this time of the year, but at least we're under the triple digit mark for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Middle 90s Thursday, upper 90s for Friday, and 98 degrees for Saturday, 99 Sunday, and then back to triple digits Monday. The reason those temps will cool off a couple of degrees is that that ridge of high pressure will break down just a little bit, and that will open the door for at least one or two showers and storms trying to creep in here for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That rain chance for Tuesday on the low side, only around 10%, but Wednesday, that rain chance will be up to 20%. That's mainly going to be after 1 p.m. during the afternoon through about sunset. Best shot for some cooling rain will be on Thursday. That's when that rain chance gets bumped up to 30%, and then we'll still have a 20% shot for Friday. So hey, it's not a lot, but when all we've been getting is just heat and humidity and nothing else, we'll take these small rain chances. So if you do get one of those showers or downpours over your area, it will certainly feel great, and it will help to cool things off just a little bit. But as far as the temperatures are concerned, we're talking about, of course, a couple more triple digit days. Those feels like temps right at 110 or higher. And then of course we've got the chance for rain, as I mentioned. So bottom line is that we are still dealing with that excessive heat warning in place through 8 p.m. Tuesday. We do have some rain chances headed our way, but it does not appear that it's going to be widespread significant rain. But as I mentioned, any little bit of rain that we can get at this point, we'll take it. And at least we'll get a break for a few days later this week from the triple digit temperatures. But just do what you can to stay safe out there, keep cool, stay inside as much as you can. If you can't avoid it, if you have to work outside, make sure that you are taking very frequent breaks. Every 20 minutes if you can, try to find a shaded spot and make sure you are drinking plenty of water. And of course, with all the sunshine out there, don't forget that sunscreen. So that's what I have for you now. Remember, we do have that excessive heat warning, so stay safe out there. Of course, we'll continue to give you updates. Check us out on television. Of course, our newscast will be at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 9, and 10 p.m. Of course, you can head to fox26houston.com. And of course, if you're wondering about that new tropical depression out in the Atlantic, I'll have an update on that as well. You can head over to our Fox 26 YouTube page to find out more about that. Once again, I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remeisha Shade. Keep cool, stay safe out there, and have a great evening.